Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck.
Yeah, did you? So I did.
I wrote you back.
What'd you say? Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
What was that? Were you ordering online?
That was Uber Eats, Mazatlan Uber Eats, and on it you can order the Hollenbeck Chalupa.
Damn right.
You can, dude. You're on Uber Eats right now. How? You're the big time boy. Hi, boy.
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 Mama, papa.
Dude, I was so surprised. So I ordered it. I took a picture of it. I put it on. Here we go. Let's just clink those together.
Cheersies.
Cheersies.
You ordered the chalupa?
The chalupa from Uber
how did
Eats.
It come?
It came in a giant like a tin.
Yeah, but did they smash the top of it, or did you get to smash it?
I gotta smash it, but again, here's the thing: when you get it fresh off a hot plate, senor, you can kind of crunch it yourself. It's still crunchy.
Let's see.
But if it's sitting in a tin thing for at least 5 minutes for getting driven, it's gonna get a little soggy.
Dude, that's okay.
It's not bad.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's a little gummy. Like just trying to gnaw on it.
Gummy.
Not bad gummy, but how things are it's just breaking. You can't really cut through it.
Well, okay, let's explain to him. It comes in a large flour
Tortilla.
crisp shell.
Crisp.
So you can imagine the chicken that they put on it.
It's so good. And someone actually commented on it. She's like, hey, I post on Facebook. She's like, oh my gosh, like, is it just me or are portions getting bigger now that we're ordering out? And I'm like, yo.
What'd you order?
I said, this is
that what you ordered?
No, that was my picture. It was the pictures I posted of it. And she was commenting. I said, hey, that's the Hollenbeck Chalupa. That's double portions, bro.
Let's go.
Same
shell, double the size of everything else.
So anyway, you go hit up Uber Eats. It was fast. I know that. Now you got to choose your weekends, right? I did it on the weekend. Now Tuesday night, Wednesday. I don't know how those go.
Can you just go grab it? I mean, if you wanted to.
If I wanted to,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you could definitely go order it. But I was like, you know what? I'm chilling in my own house. I've never done Uber Eats before. I'm going to do
video games.
Playing video games with my headset on.
Headset on, video games. Playing like thick 14-year-olds right now.
Like crushing on Madden. You don't even know. Anyway, Hollerin with Hollenbeck. Full Body Cast presents Hollerin with Hollenbeck. We got Joey Hollenbeck on the mic.
Hello.
Joey Hollenbeck, former NFL, Wazoo, Coug, EHS Hornet, Enumclaw High School. That's where we knew each other from, the small little dairy town of Enumclaw. We've caught up recently, and we started a podcast about a year and 3 months ago, and we're into our 60-something, maybe 70th episode.
Time flies.
Yeah, we're going to do a big 66 at some point. We're going to go backwards.
Oh, we are. Okay.
When we can just go hit up the town, we're going to do a big 66 episode celebration.
Okay.
Before we jump into it, feedback galore. I got to give some shout outs to some of these listeners out here. I feel
feedback?
Yeah.
Talk to me about it.
Okay, so Big Veronica. So she listens.
I don't know who that is.
Well, she's a listener.
Okay.
Now I used to work with her at Safeway.
Okay.
She it's her lifeblood because when she works nights, she will just binge us.
Yeah.
And she loves. She hit me up. She goes, "Hey, what you doing today?" I said, "Hey, I'm recording with Joey." She goes, "I love your guys' episodes." In fact, I think I sent you something. Let's see here. I think I sent you a screenshot of what she had said too, not too long ago, maybe not. But anyway, she said she gave some praise to the old podcast. Also, we got some other people to shout out. Amanda Keating, binging. This is hers. She's listened to Full Buddy Cast. She threw her own. This is from Spotify. When she did have you done the Wrapped yet from Spotify, where you kind of get your stats for the year?
I don't mess with Spotify much.
Okay, well, you threw your own Full Buddy Cast marathon, listening to 9 episodes in one day.
Whoa! So
she's binging the heck out of us. So shout out to her.
Nice.
Shout out to the Patreon, Eric Madrid, Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, newcomer Casey Scott. Shout out to Casey Scott, as well as my brother Adam Kenny. So
Thank you.
Yeah, big ups. Fletcher Nelson, he commented, thank you for this valuable post. We have it way better here than people in, I'm talking about, and it was about in, okay, in those other 52 states like Chicago.
Okay. I know. You sent it to me like 3 months ago. You're really bringing some stuff back up.
No, it was so good. It's
It's
great.
just what the listeners want to hear, you know?
Yeah. Casey Scott, great episode. Listen this morning. We appreciate you guys when it comes right out and you guys hot out of the oven and you guys are just snacking hard on Hollerin with Hollenbeck. We absolutely love it. Someone hit me up. Who's this? Oh, Homer Robertson. Joey wins better voice because you have the better, I guess, the voice. I don't know what they're saying about that.
Thank you.
I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what you guys are saying about that.
What's up, bro?
I'm just stoked off the listener love. Sorry. And I got a question for you from a listener as well, but we'll do that later. We'll do that later.
Okay.
All right.
What's new?
Brovid.
Just living that.
Just living it.
COVID lockdown.
Just living that. Are you going to get the vaccine as soon as?
Absolutely.
All right. You hear it first.
Absolutely not. Not a chance.
Not even like 2 years down the road, maybe getting it. Like we're like, hey, you can't travel, can't go on airplanes, you need to take it. At that point, is it going to be like?
I'll drive across the 52 if I have to.
Just. One of them at least you cannot drive to. That's what I love. Oh man, that's hilarious. Boat it. You're just gonna boat it?
Perhaps. I don't know, dude. I don't want to get that. Are you? I can see you just like right up there.
No, not yet. Like it's the same thing as like getting a PlayStation or Xbox right now. Like you're gonna have bugs and things to work out.
Yeah, but instead of talking about like a game console, you're talking about your life.
Exactly. So I'm not gonna do it right now. But if it comes to a point,
you're gonna wait till it's like 98%.
If it's like dialed in, or they're like, okay, we don't need to do. Like I'll sit on the edge. I'll sit on the edge of the room and just kind of see, okay, hey, how are we doing? I'm not completely closed off to it.
There's two types of people in this world, Trav.
Yeah.
Lions and sheep. And if you're not...
So what are you?
I'm not a sheep.
You're a lion.
I am not going to
you're
get
lying.
that test.
Not yet. I'm not going to do it right now. But, I mean, have you got the measles vaccine? Do you got the friggin' chicken pox and this and that crap? We've got vaccines flowing in our bodies already.
I'm an OG, bro. I rode out chicken pox.
Did you get it twice like I did?
Can't get it twice.
You can. Comes in the form of shingles, bruh.
What are you, 80? Don't get shingles in their 30s.
I was like 25 when I got it.
I'm just kidding. I think that's caused by stress.
It is poor eating, stress.
What were you eating? I'd hit 7-Eleven on my way to work, crush a monster.
Okay, I will tell you this.
Hit a couple
That's
hot
hilarious.
dogs and maybe those little churro things that they have.
Well, 7-Eleven, I'll tell you this right now, 7-Eleven has never entered my body. No AM, PM, no gas station burrito, no gas. I mean, I'll get a Pepsi there or something like that or a slushie, but nothing on the hot rack.
Food, huh?
Never, ever. Have you done it?
I've eaten at a couple hot cases before, but it was in desperate times.
Like hammered at like 1 a.m. with the boys kind of a thing?
No. Let's see. The Snoqualmie Casino has that little gas station up there. They got a nice hot case, bro.
Really? What do they got? Like, what do you like?
They got like chicken, like chicken wings, chicken.
Okay, now I've had like a
strips
from a gas station.
Yeah,
I'll get a deli thing from like Safeway. That's a hot food, not the gas station, but like is it looking like that?
It's like
in there?
just like the Safeway one.
It is a gas station, like has like a full on like mini
kitchen,
deli.
Yeah.
Well, that's not. Then I wouldn't consider that.
It's
like
a gas station.
Yeah, but I wouldn't consider like a friggin'. You know what I'm saying? Like a 7-Eleven. Have you done a 7-Eleven?
No. Every time I
AM?
go into 7-Eleven, though, I smell like I just sat down to dinner with them. Like, just freaking reek. You can be in there for 2 seconds and you smell like a pizza when you walk out.
That's true. Dude, pizza sounds good right now. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm on a keto kick right now.
You look thinner.
Don't lie.
No, I'm serious. I when you walked in, granted you're wearing a black shirt.
Slimming.
You looked like I'm like how much Spanx is wrapped around him right now? Like
I have like this little machine with like you can switch the rolls out of cellophane, and you just spin in a circle and it just tightens you up.
You look thinner now. How long you been doing this keto thing since like Thanksgiving, or what are we doing? What are you 3 days in?
No, I've been doing it since it's been last. Well, I had a doctor's appointment for my physical on the.
Oh no!
No, it's okay. I've always had like when it shows on my, or when I get blood pressure taken.
Yeah,
it's always been high every time. In college and football, any time in football, you get tested a ton.
Right.
So they would test me like once a week or like twice a week for like a week or two, and then they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you're fine." But I get like that white coat syndrome. But he was like, "You can shed a few." And I was like, "You're right. I'm gonna."
So then, so it's just you hit up Keto Tommy? Like what are you doing?
I mean, keto's not that hard, dude. You just don't eat carbs.
So what are you eating? This is a guy now. Again, guys, wait, time out before we jump into this. Joey is a foodie. Mm-hmm. Joey likes to grill. Joey likes to cook. Joey thinks about his dinner when he wakes up for his breakfast.
But listen though, it's cool because go ahead, finish what you're going to say.
Well, I'm asking, like, is there good keto food?
So that's the cool part about this is now you're doing the same thing but with less ingredients, right?
Right.
So like, I'll cook a ribeye with like some asparagus, right? So ribeye steak,
right,
fatty, protein, and then with asparagus, I'll spray the asparagus, put a little lemon on top of it.
What are you spraying it with?
Season it, coconut oil or like avocado oil.
See, that's no butter.
No, you can eat a ton of butter.
Oh, you can.
Butter, cheese, meat. Just you're not eating like grains and like junk. Refined.
No, I thought keto wasn't like the South Beach diet, like the same thing. Like you don't eat bread. Like
I mean, you just don't. It's just like a refined carb. You don't. It's not good for you. Turns into sugar.
Bread does.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love it.
In your body, it does. Dude.
You know what is an underrated breakfast that I was thinking about this weekend?
Go.
Peanut butter on toast. So good. So good.
And it makes
and cinnamon and sugar.
The thought cinnamon sugar, I'm with you.
Yeah.
We call that Cinny toast.
Cinny toast.
Peanut butter toast. When you said that, my tongue actually stuck to the roof of my mouth for like 10 seconds. That's a little dry. You need like a cup of milk or something.
Well, with your coffee, right? With your coffee or something like that. Okay, so what do you then? You're having a nice ribeye with some asparagus. What else are we talking here?
That's the thing. I like to look up different cool stuff. Like the other day, I bought some Alfredo sauce, which had hardly any carbs in it. It's just basically a cheese sauce, right, with heavy cream and whatever. And then I did cooked chicken in a pan, threw broccoli in there, threw like some Canadian bacon, like cut up, diced up, like ham, and mushrooms and garlic and a little bit of onion, seasoned that all up, and then threw the sauce in there. Dude, it was good. It's awesome. It's so good. And there's no carbs.
I at some point we need to get Keto Tommy in, and we need to all sit down and talk about.
Keto Tommy does some wild stuff, dude.
Yeah, we need to talk about hey, people got their resolutions.
He was kind of the OG, like back in the day, doing it because he was. Yeah, that's a good idea. But he was doing like things that were kind of. You had to hunt for these things. Like you go to Costco now, dude. You can find
everywhere.
Like they have breakfast sandwiches that are basically like a turkey patty round sausage.
Yeah,
like a patty, sausage patty with cheese, and it's basically the buns are 2 eggs, basically that are like scrambled and like in molds, so they're ready to go. You heat it up and go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're cutting, you're shedding. What's the goal? What's the goal weight right now? The sweet meat is going down to.
I don't know. I'll probably drop to like 280, 290.
All right,
in there.
Yeah. Are you working out more, or are you just straight up?
Not yet. I'm gonna start that. But
how's the shoulder?
It's good.
Can it handle it?
Oh yeah, bro. I could bench press you over my head right now.
I don't think you could.
I don't think I could either.
And I'm not saying that you're weak. You just can't do it.
No.
Not many men could.
No.
Well, that's cool. That's exciting.
What about you? Anything new going on with you?
Yeah, not really. Let's get deep.
Okay, hold on. So the reason why I did the keto thing, anyways, is because the blood pressure came across as high, right?
There we go.
Which
Good.
it has been.
You just gave me an out for not talking about sharing what I'm about to share. That's perfect.
No, I want to hear this.
You're not hearing it. Okay,
no,
keep going.
I'm not talking anymore.
No. So your blood sugar is
no blood pressure
is
high.
It's high.
Was high. Whatever. So then it like started freaking me out. So I was like, what if my blood pressure really is high, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to do something about it here because I feel great. I look good.
You look good.
I feel great. I feel like, but I mean, I'm not trying to brag. I'm saying I feel good, And so I'm like doing some research on it, and it basically says like blood pressure, like you can feel fine, but you can still have high blood pressure and kick the can at any time, I'm like, no, not it's not that high, bro, but I don't want to.
What's your feeling on mouth to mouth? Like for me, like if this right now. What do you just say? Just let you go? Like, what do you want? What do you want me to do? Want me to revive you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm just saying, like right now, boom, heart attack on the ground. Are you? What do you want? Mouth to mouth or no? Just let you go.
You just gonna let me die?
Do you want me to give you mouth to mouth?
No, not really, but yeah, I was gonna save my life.
Okay, all right, I'm in.
Okay, let's get deep. What were you gonna tell me? You got like serious faced on me. I just wanted to finish what I was saying. What's going on, bud? You all right? Is this your therapy session? It is kind of when you meet with me, huh?
It is.
It is. Okay, let it out, buddy. Let it out.
I'm just going to go ahead and just sprawl out right here on this couch. You got your clipboard and your pencil there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had like a mental breakdown, panic attack at like midnight. And
what, last night?
Oh, no, it was like 3 nights ago. Now, here's the thing. If people that know me. I am an activator. I'm a guy that likes to go. I like the answer now. I don't like thrillers or horror movies for the most part because it's like a lot of unknowns. Just get me to the end. How does this movie end?
And they're scary.
And they're a little scary. It could be, they're a little blood. When it comes to like someone sending me a video, they're like, here's a 7-minute video. Watch this. I'll watch like 2 minutes and then fast forward to the end. Like I'm not someone that's going to sit there and watch that full 7 minutes. I just can't handle it. My mind just is like, oh my gosh, I'm just sitting here kind of a thing. Kind of probably what you guys are doing right now. Listen to this. Get to the point, Travis.
So did you freak out because you couldn't go to sleep or something?
So it was the unknowns. No, I woke up. I actually woke up and had the panic attack where I felt like I'm just this tiny speck on a Earth that's careening, which is also a tiny speck in the universe, and we got all this, but everything else in the world seems so huge with COVID, and who knows when that's going to be done. And
great. So you watched Horton Hears a Who before you went to bed.
I did, and then I was like, and who knows who the president's going to be? I mean, Biden, and it's more than likely to be Biden. We got Trump over here trying this and that and other thing, and it's just like, okay, that is an unknown, and the unknown of like just what is our economy going to do in the next like 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, and then the unknown of like where I'm going to live, and the unknown of, job. There's just so many unknowns, and I wish I could just fast forward, and I couldn't. And I like it broke me. It broke my brain.
You spiraled.
I spiraled. And let me back this up, because this thing kind of, you hate when I talk about this, but this actually gains us a lot of listeners, so I'm going to tell you about it anyways. This Enumclaw discussion board Gazette, Holly and Courtney and Amber, these members, and again, I already gave Holly a shout out. They were posting like at the beginning, like they photoshopped me in like Home Alone or photoshopped me into Christmas Story, and that's fine. Those are funny. Those are cute. There's whatever. It spreads holiday cheer. I don't care. It doesn't really bother me. But then when it just is like nonstop shit posting. And then not only is it shit posting, but it's like then all of a sudden, like someone had
from them,
yeah, and then they had I deleted it like 2 or 3 times, removed it because they kept on trying to post it, and it was a Photoshop of me and Bobby having sex, and it was just like I was pissed. I'm like these guys are my buds, I thought, and now they're just, and so I'm like, all right, I'm muting you, I'm muting you, I'm done. I'm not going to deal. I'm not going to check. I'm trying to watch football. I'm not going to check. So anyway, I had that going on. It's like a Corn Pops commercial. Had that going on in the back of my head. You know,
Corn Pops commercial?
You remember back in the day Corn Pops commercials where it was like, I came home, I had a bad day at school, all I wanted was my Pops, and there's my grandma eating my last bowl, and then he freaks out, gotta have my Pops, and then his mom comes home, hey Brian, I got you some more Corn Pops, and then he's eating at the end of the commercial, like, gotta have my Pops. Okay?
Yeah, I could get that. I get how that could be frustrating.
So it's just it was, and I freaking lost in like 2 fantasy football leagues. That was pissing me off.
Two. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, okay. So, but what I'm saying is, it just had a rough night. And then, let me ask you this, women out there in the world. I'm going to ask this as a man to man. When you're broke, when your brain's broken and you're just emotional and you're pissed off at everything and you're angry and you have these thoughts and all of a sudden a little tear rolls down your cheek and maybe a little whimper goes out.
You whimpered?
A little whimper. and you're laying there and you're trying to go to sleep and you hear your husband. This is for the women out there. You hear your husband go. What are you thinking at that point?
He needs to put his CPAP on. Oh, you're going for the sympathy.
No.
I get you. I got it. Okay.
No, that's such a good idea though. No, I literally brain was broken, emotions were all over the board. I'm hitting premenopause. Like everything is just smashing me in the face and I just can't handle it. It broke me. And I just start whimpering and crying. And my wife, who's obviously dead asleep, trying to fall asleep, just like the work. I'm so tired. She's dead tired, trying to fall asleep. Hey, hon, everything okay? Everything okay? Are you okay over there? Don't fight. You know, like I am just trying to keep it together. I hate talking about this stuff too. Like I don't want to burden my wife, even though that's probably what my wife is there for. You know, they say, you know, sickness and health and, you know, you just the good times and bad. I should probably like tell her when I'm like mentally out of it. But I also don't want to be that needy husband. It gets, you know, you just get weird with it. I don't know. Have you ever experienced a point where you're just like
I think dudes just keep dude stuff inside.
Yeah.
I don't know if what you're going through is a dude thing, but I don't know the ins and outs of it. You were just like overwhelmed, I feel like.
Overwhelmed. And I think, you know, when you're a little slightly tired, all that. Anyway. Yeah.
So
rough.
Where are you going with this?
Rough weekend.
What was your breakdown?
So
what was the breakdown?
So here's the
what'd
thing.
you do?
Here's the thing. This is I'm going to relate this to football. Okay. Sometimes it's nice to win. It'd be great to have a perfect season. It'd be so fun, so great. But I don't know if that makes you better. I think that sometimes you need to suffer a blowout loss to get that reality check, to see where the weakness is at, the chinks in the armor, to go how and why and what happened. And you might be sitting there for a while just going, trying to collect yourself, but then something clicks. And you're like, this, we've been aiming over here too much. We should be doing this more. And it actually, I think, bounces you back, makes you stronger. So anyway, I had that like moment of clarity. I realized kind of what I was, you know, I can't control everything. I need to just let things go. Don't take things so personally. Like, I'm a competitive guy. Stuff like that. But mostly, I'm putting my energy into areas that I shouldn't. My utilization. My time utilization. My thought utilization. Like, I'm putting all of this energy into worrying about COVID and not
things that you have no control over.
Exactly. It's Christmas time. Christmas time is here. Like, I should be...
Or you could go with Christmas in the Northwest.
Oh.
Good. Hey, I just thought of this. I don't mean to cut you off.
That's fine.
Tonight.
Yes.
Gary Payton and Sean Kemp are doing like some deal on... it's like...
Yeah.
Recap thing. Did you see that?
Yes. Yeah, like NBA TV or like something like that.
Let's see.
I'm excited about that. Thank you for listening. to my.
Thank you. But can you tell me?
You're such a good therapist.
Can you
I just bare my soul. I just tell you how I cried in front of my wife. Tell you I'm overwhelmed and this and that. I'll just tell you that equating to football. And I was going to have you make. Hey, Trav, cool. It's like we're sponsored by them. Gotta fit this in real quick.
I'm sorry. I just didn't want to forget it. Okay. Back to the story.
No,
so
I'm
talk
done.
to me
I'm
about
done.
the ending, though. Was it more of a dramatic type ending, or was it more like a Rocky type ending where you persevered through?
Ooh, I like that.
Or did you go more dramatic and just left it on a cliffhanger on your,
No,
And did your wife roll over? Did she like roll over and like maybe tickle your back or like tickle your little head?
She gave me a hug.
Okay.
And she said, and she actually stayed.
Her just arms around you. It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
Quit being a bitch.
Here's the thing. So because I didn't tell my wife anything, like nothing, like this entire time, and I just finally just like barfed it all out, she fell asleep halfway through the barf out. So, like.
I'm about to fall asleep.
Yeah, so. Yeah, but this is what the listeners want. They want reality.
Okay.
We talk about the things that really go on in life. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my wife halfway falls asleep, falls asleep completely halfway through my thing. I get done. I'm like, so yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. So anyway, what do you think about what I just said?
How long was the spiel?
Oh, probably a good 15 minutes.
With not even giving her time to talk.
Like, do I ever do that?
Were the tears still rolling at this point?
Oh yeah,
They kind of came and went.
They kind of came and went in waves and this and that, but I was just like trying to get it all out. Finally, get it all out. Dead silence, and then and she worked like 10 days in a row. So I'm not like it's not against her. I do this. I decided to do this in the middle of the night. Like she's got to get up and go to work in like 5 hours. Like that's I'm not mad at her. And then I just kind of like go, hey, you still awake? She's like, yeah. And I go, okay, cool. I said, what did you think about that? She goes, yeah. So she went, so I know she's sleeping. So finally, I get up, not mad, not upset, not angry, but I understand. I guess I'm more frustrated, not at her, right? Not at her, just like going, okay, I should expect this. I finally have this like mental breakthrough where I tell her all these things that are on my mind that I've been boiling up inside of me. And she falls asleep, understandable. And now I'm like, well, I can't just recreate what I just did. So anyway, she's like, wait, I'll stay up. Just tell me what.
Oh, you were
what
getting out of bed.
And I wasn't, I had to go to the bathroom. I could get some water. Like I just talked for a while. Like, so anyway, I wasn't mad. I wasn't frustrated. Too bad. I was more frustrated, but not with her. Anyway, so I tell her it again. No, yeah, she didn't tickle my back. She just gave me that nice warm wife hug and said, you know what, we'll get through this. You can talk to me about this anytime. Let's move forward. And that's what I needed.
Did you wake up the next day and just be like, wow, that was stupid? Or were you like, no, I'm not saying that in a bad way, but you know what I mean? Like, when you're caught up in the moment and emotions are taking over a little bit.
You kind of like put your head in the pillow going, oh, I wish I didn't do that.
No, not necessarily like that, but just like, you know what? I got this. Like, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
like you got it off your chest.
Got off my chest. It's the little things, opened up my Bible app, a couple verses that kind of spoke to it, like ironically, which some people would say, oh, that's coincidence. Some people would say that's God. I'm going with that's God. So anyway, it was just that thing that kind of like, like, okay, I'm going to go hit the day. My wife's behind my back on this one. And I'm just like, so I felt good. So I needed to suffer a blowout loss and cry in front of my wife to then wake up the next morning energized to go kick some butt.
Is this more or less about fantasy right now?
Fantasy football?
Yeah.
I'm a little pissed off about fantasy football.
But you just said your loss. Are you talking about fantasy or are you talking about the overall, like, your thought process? Oh, okay.
But yeah, no. So I changed out some guys out of my bench and I was good. I was feeling good. Okay, so let's back out to you. Football.
Fantasy?
No. Regular.
Okay.
When you played.
Okay.
Were you wanting to have that blowout loss every once in a while? I'm sure you hate it. But
you don't want to. You just, dude, there's somebody always trying to fight for your position, or you're always trying to fight for a position, or you're always trying to, like in the NFL. Like, dude, I would kill myself on special teams trying to get on the field, like just whatever I could do. And like literally, like I'm talking full sprint. I'm talking balls out every day in practice, nonstop. It was like the blinders were on the coach, and I'm like, dude, what? Why? Like,
right. What am I doing wrong?
yeah, I know I'm a big guy, and you classify me as an O lineman, but I'm like one of the first guys down here.
Right, ready to roll, ready to rock.
Yeah,
people.
I'm like, just give me a shot. Mm-hmm. And that happened in Buffalo. That happened in Seattle. It was like, but I just did it every day. But I mean, it's just like well, you can only control what you can control. I mean, you can't make the dude put you out there.
Right. But at the same time, did you get any feedback ever where they were like, hey, listen, you're not that good of a tackler. You get down there fast. I'm not saying you aren't, but like, did they ever say anything?
No, I just never got a shot. We weren't tackling each other in practice. Dude never gave me a shot. So when I got to Denver, I was like, put in my first year, was a starter, doing whatever. And then the second year, I'm like, put me on special teams. I want to go on special teams too. And that's arena league, so it feels a little smaller, right? But I was like the leading tackler on special teams. I was like the first one down there, like crushing people.
Were there wait arena league? Was there rules? I know XFL was like you didn't fair catch or no fair catch. You're getting rocked.
Well, the thing about the arena league is the ball's 50 yards. You kick from one end zone to the other, and it usually goes off the net. So it's a live ball.
Oh, it bounces down?
Yeah, so they usually catch it off the net, and then they turn and go.
If they don't catch it...
It's a live ball.
So you could score another...
That's when I basically almost had full reconstructive on my left knee because a ball was loose, and I was like one of the first guys down, and I jumped up. It was coming right to me, and I jumped to grab it, and a dude went low on me and totally left kneed me. It was bad. It was bad. They thought I broke my tibia, my shin bone. They thought that my whole knee was gone. It was bad.
Okay.
I told you this story when I had to fly back from Arizona.
Yeah, I remember this, but let's back up to this because I love this. Okay. Did you like drag yourself off the field or did you lay there and just and then you had people come attend to you?
That probably was the worst like pain injury that I had on a football field. I mean, I've done a lot of crazy and had some things.
Right.
I could play through and then couldn't walk on the next day type of deal, or like shoulder stuff where elbow, whatever.
Right.
But that one, dude, I was like, it was bad. I was straight on the ground, like almost tears coming out of my eyes, like rolling in pain, like instant pain.
And so did they ever, do they run and, like, were you laying on the ground, laying there?
Yeah, I wasn't getting up.
Did they bring out a cart, or did you get slung over?
No, they had a couple guys come
shoulders?
out and not packed me. I kind of hobbled, tried to put weight on it, and it just like went limp, like my left leg, and then they wheeled me back into the X-ray room at the arena, and the dude takes an X-ray on the spot, and he's like, "You look like your whole tibia shin bone is." You have a full fracture through it. And I was like, okay. But he's like, I don't know what's going on with your knee. Obviously, that's more MRI. It's soft tissue type cartilage. You're going to have to get that looked at when you get back. And I'm like, okay. So trainers come and I told the story.
I know. But yeah, so I'm going to ask different questions about the story. I want to dive into the story a little bit more.
Yeah, okay.
When a football player gets injured like that,
yeah.
Is like, do you do an inventory where you're like, crap, I'm going to be out? Like, is it like when you first get hit, you're like, oh, ouch. Okay, well, what hurts? And, ooh, okay, I'm going to self-diagnose me. I think I tore an ACL, or I think I did this. And then so in it, you're like, ooh, okay, now I know I'm not going to be out a couple plays. Now it's like, well, I'll probably be out the rest of the game. And then is it like those times where you're just like, okay, I'm out for the rest of the season. And then finally, do you get to that while you're sitting there 5 minutes after having this thing happen to you, go, my career may be done right now.
Yeah. No, I was like I was literally like praying to myself, please, knee, don't be gone. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll figure out this, like, if this is even what it is. When you get an X-ray at like a arena like that or something, I mean, it's just basically like, could be shoddy, it could be real, you don't know. But then I was like praying. I'm like, please don't be like something major. Like I can't be hung up for like a whole ACL, whole knee, whatever. You know?
Right.
So then when I got back, they were worrying about blood clots because I was so swollen from flying, and took me straight to the get ultrasound, and the dude was like, looks like your calf is completely torn. Looks like your tibia is cracked or broken. Like, he's just like, what he was looking at through the ultrasound. I'm like, great. Then the MRI came in, and then it was like literally every part of my knee, ACL, MCL, PCL, meniscus, like everything was grade 3 is torn. Grade 2 is like right there, and that's where I was. And so that's why it was so painful. And then
so they had it severed off.
Right, but then I tore the capsule on the back side of my knee, which kind of holds everything together. So when I would walk, it felt like my knee was going through the back of my leg. Oh. It was screwy, dude. It sucked.
So pain-wise,
that was a 10 for a long time.
Like it's like not
bad.
like it's not like a 10 for like the first like 5 minutes, then it goes to a 9, then it goes to an 8, and then like it stays at an 8 for like a couple hours.
No.
It's like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
9, 9, 9, 10, 8, 10, 8, 8, 8, 7. Then it kind of tapers as it goes. And that's, I'm saying that as like days, you know?
Yeah.
Like it sucked. I couldn't sleep. Like,
rehab.
And they're basically like, what, we can't do anything to it, really. I mean, they were like, your tibia was fractured at another point in your career. It wasn't here. So I basically played on a fractured freaking tibia for however long. So they were seeing the crack in it, but not.
Crazy. So then when it comes to, let's say that let's say that you were a fantasy football player at that time, person that was delivering points. Do you even think about that are you like, I don't know.
No, dude, nobody thinks about, I got to get my guys that got me points. Nobody thinks
There's no pressure on that.
No way. No way. I think about that too. Like, I'm like, damn it, dude, I needed you to come through tonight and you scored me a half a point.
Right.
Like, right. And so those guys don't give a shit about that.
Not even a little bit.
No, they don't care. They're worried about themselves and their team.
So whether they give up a fumble, they're like, oh crap, I just cost this guy a -2.
Negative. Nobody's thinking that. Nobody's thinking that. Dude, if you want to talk about fantasy, so my
yes, I do actually.
My Yahoo League, I was in the fantasy realm, or in the playoff realm on my Yahoo League, right? Play a guy that for some freaking reason I could have the best team in the league always, and when I play this guy, he squeaks by me or crushes me every time I play.
He has your number, pretty much.
I don't know why or how or what. His team goes off. So then he pushes me out and goes into my spot, essentially.
Okay.
So I'm out of the playoffs there. My ESPN league, I'm in first place. Bye. Got a bye week, right?
Yeah.
Done. Cool. Okay. So my team goes off. Not last week, the week before. Goes off. And that was our first round of the playoffs there. I'm like, sweet, but I have a bye. So I'm like, it is what it is. But I'm like,
gives you confidence.
My team's on point. Play this dude that I beat by 0.3 points both times. Maybe 0.3 and 1 point.
Just enough to get the W.
Yeah, so I have the best record in the whole league, right? Get my first round bye. Okay. He plays somebody, beats them. Him and I are matching off this last weekend. Bro, he beat me by 130 points.
So you had no shot.
120 points he beat me by. I scored 108. He scored 238.
Did he have Derrick Henry? Who
he had Derrick Henry. He had the Rams defense. He had all this stuff. I had it was stupid.
He had Diggs probably.
Dude, I don't even want to look at it. I'm done. Till next year.
Okay, let me tell you mine. So I got beat by my buddy. I 2-week round. I was 4th seed. He was 1st seed, and I should have. I got too cute with my running backs, and I should have just played I was like, Devontae Booker, Josh Jacobs is out. I'm going to play, and then he didn't do well.
Yeah, but Jacobs pulled the old bag over the head punch in the face on everybody, right? In the fantasy league.
Yeah.
He said he wasn't playing, and then he came out and started?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun.
Did he go off, though?
No, he didn't really go off, but it was bad. So, but I was playing my uncle, the dad, how do I uncle? This guy, he was the commissioner. He's been the commissioner for years. I have the worst luck in this league. This is my uncles and my cousins and me. I don't think I've ever made the playoffs, and it's out of 10 people. 8 people make the playoffs. So I think I made it like once or twice. Like you're making, unless you suck really bad. So I was a 7th seed. I'm playing him. He's up on me with 44 points to go. Heading into Monday night, I got Lamar Jackson and Jarvis Landry. At the end of the third quarter, am within like 7 points. Lamar has put up plenty of points. Jarvis just got enough to get me to where I'm feeling I'm in striking range, and I'm watching Monday Night Football, and then all of a sudden, and this guy, and I would have beat anybody else in the league with I had so many points. He at that point had the most points, and I was like, I would have beat anyone else. And I'm already talking to myself like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. 7 points away. And then they say, oh, Lamar Jackson's heading to the tunnel. He's going to be in there. And I'm like, what the heck?
Did he score you half a point?
Lamar?
Yeah.
No, did you hear what happened?
No.
He pooped his pants. He was out most of the fourth quarter because he's pooping. He's pooping. He's got something going on. He was playing the Browns. Someone said something funny that Lamar's taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. I couldn't believe it. I could not.
Are you the type of dude that just like ruins your night?
It ruined. Yeah, I was so mad. I was screaming at my TV. I'm like praying that Jarvis Landry gets more points. He really didn't. And then the backup quarterback. The Ravens are down right now. They're at the 50-yard line, 4th and 15. And the backup quarterback just got injured. And out of the tunnel, like it's freaking WWF, WWE, outruns Lamar at the 2-minute warning, throws on his helmet, 4th and 15, the 50-yard line. He snaps the ball.
You have him on your team?
And I have him. And I'm like, I need 7 points. This is my last shot at 7 points.
Okay.
He rolls right. He starts to run, and I'm like, okay, he's got to run like 15 yards here. He could probably do it. But the defense sees him running, and they just want to get a stop on 4th down, that everyone is coming towards him. Hollywood Brown, who's caught like 1 catch all game after being targeted like 4 times, he is streaking to the left. Lamar, who's overthrown a lot of overthrows that game, hits him in stride, in the end, runs in the end zone. Ravens win. It was like,
so you won.
I won the game.
Oh, so you weren't pissed.
I was not pissed about that.
So what were you so pissed about for your mental breakdown?
I had 2. The COVID crap. But okay, I lost 2 other ones. The one I'm a commission with the big money leagues. I'm not in the big money leagues.
That was my big money league that I was first place in and ran the table. I would have won like $2,000.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's gone.
Crickets.
It's gone.
I don't even care anymore. Give me 3rd. I'm not even going to look at it anymore, dude.
Let's not set your lineup.
Yeah. I'm going to drop everybody
under
so
protest.
Everybody can pick up my guys to beat. I'm going to
sound like Mike Martinez. It's funny. Mike one night was so mad that he couldn't drop a guy that we're at Bordeaux Wine Bar. He dropped all of his players. He goes, am I doing it right, guys? Am I doing it right? Because of COVID? Am I doing it right? Is this what I do? And like texting, and he's just dropping all of his players. And it pissed. I was dying laughing, but it pissed everybody off. It was so good that they put it back on his team.
What else is happening?
Here's another football question for you.
Okay.
I teased you with it. Holly Graff.
Okay.
Holly Graff said, question for Joey on the next episode. Do football players get naked in the locker room after a game? I'm assuming so. You probably don't wear the same.
Yes, you get completely naked and shower.
Okay. And if so, do they size each other up?
I would never size anybody up. What do you mean size each other? Like,
I'm guessing penis.
No. Not that I know of.
Have you ever looked at someone's dong?
No.
Like there's people that you see, like Derrick Henry, I assume has just a monster dong.
Dude, I'm not talking about dongs with you.
Like DK, Metcalf, probably.
I'm not talking about dongs with you, bro.
I'm just saying, like, were you ever curious at one point, like that dude's a big dude, I wonder if he's packing.
No.
Were you ever surprised how small some people were?
Bro, you get up, you get done playing, and you go get in the shower. And then you get done, and you get dressed, and you do what you need to do, and you get the hell out of there.
Okay, then did you ever... Okay, Okay. You did that. Did anyone check your dong out?
I have no idea.
Did you ever catch anyone checking your dong out?
No. What do you really? Well, I think you would be the dick gazer. Obviously.
Yeah. There's a name for it. I didn't even know there's a dick gazer name. This is a football dog, so it does happen.
You definitely would be a dick gazer. That's not a football term. That's just a term. That's a term.
I'm sure. I've never heard it for my life. Dick gazer. Freaking slaps over here. Did you ever have reporters, like female reporters in there?
Yeah, in Buffalo, we always had female reporters in there.
Was it awkward as heck?
A little bit. You're just like, okay. I don't know. Maybe they were dick gazers.
Did you ever have dudes? Like, was it weird with the report? Like any reporters in there?
It's just normal. You get used to it.
Just being naked, like a hand over your junk while you're changing, kind of a thing.
You just change, like whatever.
So did you do the whole like show me the money? What's that movie? Show me the money.
I just air dry.
Air dry.
Toby, what's that movie?
Tom
Maguire.
Cruise. Yeah, Toby Maguire.
No, Jerry Maguire. Yeah, I'd always air dry.
Still do it.
Yeah,
we run late for work. You're just naked in the truck, just driving, heated seats going.
No, I just run up the stairs like 6 times to dry off. Or I put the hair dryer on cool.
Well, it's a nice breezy day. I'll go out there and check the mail at 5 a.m. That's good. I didn't know that. That's a good question. Good question, Holly. We need more of those Dick Gazer questions.
Did you ever shower in high school or anything?
That's why I quit playing basketball.
Because you were a dick gazer.
Because I was nervous about people seeing my dick.
Why?
Just because it's like, I don't want to get naked in front of them. I don't want them to get naked in front of me. The only thing that I brought to basketball with contribution to the locker room was I was like the only one of the first people to do it, and then everyone started doing it afterwards, was I got those Noxzema like wipes for your, remember those like zit,
like the straight like alcohol wipes?
Yeah, just right out of the jar and just swipe it down, swipe it around.
Well, that's what you would do.
Oh yeah, and then once people started seeing that, like, oh yeah, your pores are open. That's a great idea. Like you're sweating, just grab some of these. And now I've single-handedly probably got many guys laid or relationships just because I cleared up their acne problem.
Because they're using OxyClean?
Yeah, OxyClean, yes. Yes. Yeah, trendsetter.
Wow.
Seth Pullman.
Congrats on that.
Seth Pullman hit me up as well. A lot of name dropping in this one, but we love our listeners. Seth Pullman says... Great episode, or Seth Loop. Love the podcast last night. Crotchless panties was a little weird.
Was a little weird.
Super weird.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah. But not as weird as the kid in line at the Rainier.
That's weird too.
What if I gave that kid, that kid's ghosted me now? Like he was texting me.
He probably stole your identity. And now he's in like Miami or something.
Like a week went by, and
I wonder why you're having mental breakdown.
And after I released the episode, I don't think he listens. He doesn't have Facebook or anything. I wouldn't know how he would know. But I share the story, and now the guy won't return my texts at all. So,
yeah, he probably has he's probably a troll. You let him right into your kitchen.
He said, our junior year team was incredible.
It was.
He said, keep them coming. I said, thanks for listening. I'll let Joe know that the junior team was legit.
It was a good team.
And he said he was definitely the weakest link. That was his.
No, he wasn't.
He was definitely. You were definitely the weakest
I was?
link. Yeah,
he
were.
was.
No, you were.
Oh, yeah, I probably was. It just didn't come out of the game.
Did you ever want to rest, or were you like, no, I want to be in every single play?
No. In high school, no, dude. In high school, I was like, I would literally go to the head and this isn't like my MO or anything, but I was like, I'm playing every snap on defense, every snap on offense, and now you want me out there on punt and kick off, like all this. I need you on kickoff return. I need you on punt. And I'm like, You got 50 guys standing right here. Well, they're like, we want you on there. And I'm like, I like literally come off and be like, I can't, you got to let me breathe in between this. Can they do kickoff return before I go out there and protect our quarterback? Yeah, I don't know.
They never did?
No, they would every once in a while. But I'd have to ask for it. Otherwise, they'd just be like, go. I wouldn't come out. I would like basically run to the sidelines, get a drink, and run out again. Boom, 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 boom.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like I played rec basketball like 2 years ago, and just hobbling up and down the court was like after like 2 minutes, I was ready to puke.
What shoes were you wearing? You just wearing some loafers out there? You just wearing some?
No, I was wearing those strength shoes with like
just on the toes.
Yeah, just on the toes. I was
seriously jumped though. Eh?
Some ankle weights.
I used the shit out of those, dude.
Those things, I wanted them. I would every East
I thought
Bay.
they were legit.
Did they help at all?
I mean, I did a lot of work in them. Like that's probably why my calves are so huge.
Yeah,
because I used them for so long, and like would do workouts in them, and I would just pack them in a bag and jog to the high school, and then go out on the field and then just do work. I don't know, dude. It's straight, but mine were football ones, so they had cleats on them.
I just feel like that would be so awkward to run in and everything. Did you ever get the shape ups?
You get used to it.
The Skechers shape ups?
No, I have a pair of Heelys I wear now. You see me through the grocery store. That's why I'm always so fast at the grocery store.
I would love to see you just cruising through.
That's why I'm so fast at the grocery store.
Interns doing little twirls real quick.
That's why I'm so fast at the grocery store.
So
I dropped the wheel out of my Heelys and rip.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Sir, you can't wear Heelys in here. Well, catch me.
Good luck.
Catch me.
Well,
look like a figure skater going through Safeway.
I'd love to see you as a figure skater. Can you skate? Have you skated before?
Dude, no. Have you ever gone on
ice
skates?
I did it once, and I thought I was going to roll my ankle every like 2 seconds, and so I'm like, I'm done.
Dude, that's how I like got out on the ice one time, twice, and like literally like, okay, I can do this, and I'm basically on, you know what freaking ice skates look like, but I'm like 4 inches elevated on like big ass toothpick, and I'm like, dude, I don't know how to do this.
No,
you can't even. I'm not even that good on like roller skates.
Yeah, no,
I can see you back in the day,
dude. Roller skates,
Tiffany's and Auburn. I can see you holding hands with somebody, just going backwards.
No, I was holding the wall, dragging myself along the wall.
I could get going fast. I just didn't know how to stop on skates.
Oh yeah,
but ice skates, dude. I held the wall halfway around the rink and got out and took them off. Because you get it on one side or you can get it on the other side, like halfway around the rink.
And then were you just out there on your shoes, just trying to like dinking around, or were you just?
No, I went to the bar.
I was 12.
Hey, sir.
It was
Excuse me, sir.
It was youth group night.
I'll take a Rainier.
Snowboarding or skiing? You ever done that?
Yeah, I snowboarded for a while.
Mm-hmm. Could you stop with the snowboard?
Yeah, but I liked doing it for a while, but then I was like, probably an unnecessary risk with me in football.
Oh, so this is while you're playing?
No, this is when I was young, but.
Oh, okay.
Junior high school.
Yeah, I went in high school, and I did not know. I went with like Casey Zappital and a few others. It was a youth group thing. Pat Thomas, a few others. But
I could see you out there with like a mama sock on your head and like shades on.
Yeah, that's exactly me. Actually, this is before YouTube, but I was like watching like whatever I could on like public access. Like they even had like this Christian channel of like music videos, but it was extreme music videos with like how to snowboard, and so. They don't teach you how to stop ever, but they told you how to get.
You just got to turn and like lift your toes.
I wasn't that smart. All I knew was how to get ripping fast.
You just didn't carve. You just went straight down.
I went down and did a little carve, not like full on carve, but just like okay, put the weight over here. I learned how to get going fast without stopping.
How bad was it when you caught an edge?
Bad. Oh, I was in like I remember one time I was fully in like. Feet and just snowboard, and I was on the edge of a snowbank fully in like this, like, and then I had like literally guys had to pull me out connected to my
I got a longboard skateboard. It's probably 5 foot tall.
The size of this room?
No, it's probably like 5 foot tall, but I had to like upgrade the trucks on it, and like so like when I turned, I was so big that like the wheel would catch the wood, so I had to put extenders on it and all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna board this hill at my old neighborhood I lived in years ago, and I'm like right after I moved in, so this was probably like 05, 06. Still playing football professionally, like this and that. Had some drinks. Had a guy with me that does this type of stuff. And he's like, yeah, let's go do it. And I'm like, I'm down, let's go. So I get up there to the top of this hill, and it's a long, windy hill all the way down. And he's like, okay. And I like kick like 3 times and like get on my board. He's like, you ever done this before? I'm like, no. He's like, I don't know if you should do this, dude. No helmets, no nothing. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. And I jump off my board. Well, I didn't realize the board was going that fast, dude. And I'm running next to it, and I just eat it, dude. Eat it, dude. My hands, jam my wrist, jack up both my shoulders. Like, I was like, this is not good. Board went all the way to the bottom of the hill. He rode the hill and grabbed my board and brought it back.
Wow. That's cool. How old were you?
Maybe like 29, 28.
So is this?
No, I was still, I mean.
This is Arena League? Or are you done?
I was the Seahawks.
Oh, Seahawks.
I was on the IR that year, too, for 2 shoulder surgeries.
And almost a third?
Almost a third.
Wow.
I should have went and got checked after that. Or they wouldn't have stiffed me out of my last contract.
You sound like you got a little...
Me just have a mental breakdown tonight.
With that, we're going to end on that. Everyone, thanks so much for listening. Have a great week. Have a great Christmas and all that fun stuff coming up. New Year's, all that fun stuff.
Are we dropping one Christmas Eve?
We're going to drop one Christmas Eve. We're about to record it.
Booyah, let's go.
All right. Christmas Eve morning, wake up to me and Joey on the mic, and we'll just float you right into the Christmas spirit. Thank you, and take care. Don't have any mental breakdowns, everybody.
No.
See ya.
Go Cougs.
No, you hang up.
No, you hang up.
Hollerin of Hollenbeck.
Holla back. Joey Hollenbeck.